You do not attract negative people. You do not attract mean people. You do not attract toxic people or narcissists. You do not attract anybody who is currently hurting you. That is not your doing. So the reason I'm doing this video today is to go in detail of what I've talked about in another video of where to start. A lot of us know about the law of attraction. The law of attraction has now become, in the last few years, very common knowledge. But we confused the law of attraction with self-value and boundaries. We confuse it and mix it up together, and we're always like, oh my God, I'm attracting a whole bunch of these, like a partner or a friend that's really mean. Why am I always attracting that? You do not attract those. You allow them. And there's this huge difference that I believe that many people do not know, and they're shaming themselves, they're blaming themselves, and they're trying to fix themselves and do everything for themselves when they don't understand that the law of attraction is in constant motion. 24/7, while you're sleeping, while you're awake, you are a magnet. You are connected to source. You are continuously vibrating a frequency. You will attract a whole bunch of people. You will attract a partner that is maybe very kind, very loving. But if you are not in vibrational alignment with yourself, then you will allow the other person to come in. Meaning, everything has to do with self-love. Law of attraction is not, a lot of people believe it's about being positive and being negative, and not necessarily. Law of attraction has to do with love. Love, light, that's the highest vibration, compassion, but never for others. It can help when you're vibrating and loving others. But the first initial thing that you have to start with is loving yourself, having a high vibrational love for you. So if you are continuously attracting all these bad, mean, negative people, you have to start looking, wait a minute, I have to start reflecting of how I'm treating myself. It's not how you treat others. It's always, always how you treat yourself. So if you are feeling that people come into your life and they're not very nice to you, and you're attracting a lot of toxic people, or people that are leaving you, abandoning you, or feeling that making you feel like you're not good enough, or you're not just enough, or if you're, whatever you're feeling, I'll give you a little trick first to start. You're going to write down whatever you think that you're attracting. If you think that other people are treating you a certain way continuously, what do you think you're attracting? You're attracting men that make you feel, You're attracting a partner, a friend that makes you feel, and you write this down. And you have to now understand that you are making you feel that way. If you allow other people to treat you that way, it's because at some points, or very often, you treat you that way. Now, if you want to know a little more detail, I'm going to link a projection video to this video. Projection is explaining, I'm going to go in detail in that video of how projection works. I go and answer all the questions that people have because they get confused about owning their projections. But you do not attract. It's constant. We are continuously attracting all day, every day. And I'm sure that there's been people that in your life that maybe did treat you very well, but you were not drawn to those. And then other people that you were just drawn to. And if you allow people to treat you that way as an adult, I'm talking about as you get older, not when you're a child, because when you're a child, you have this innocence about you that you don't know what love is completely. You're learning. You're just recording. You're learning, and you're not understanding about how the law of attraction works. You're just experiencing. So now as an adult, if somebody comes in and starts treating you really mean, now I want you to understand, when it comes to, let's say, toxic people or narcissists have a really strong way. Like, let's say you're very strong. You actually had a good childhood. Everything was good. And all of a sudden, you were very loved and things were okay. And all of a sudden, a narcissist came into your life or somebody very toxic or whatever and abusive came into your life and now started treating you very bad. Now you have to remember this. You did not attract this person. This person came into your life, was probably treating you very well at the beginning, so you allowed it. You allowed this person to come in. And then what happens is that as we go on, narcissists or toxic people have a tendency to really incept these little mean things, and they start and they test. And that's when you have to understand that boundaries are very important, self-value. And if you have a low self-value and you feel that what you're feeling doesn't matter and everything, you're going to allow those red flags. You're going to allow them because chances are this person has very good control over you. Now, this is an extreme case. Okay, this happens that your self-value can go down with this person. It's possible that you have a good self-value and this person is very able to bring down your self-value. That's why I believe number one is self-love is so important. Even if you're not in a relationship, it's so important because it creates like a rock in you. As you build self-love, self-value, self-acceptance, you create this strong core that's within you that if somebody treats you a certain way and there's a red flag, you're like, hey, whoa, right away, you're not going to accept that within your reality. You won't allow it. So remember this. This is very important. If I didn't answer any questions about this, please feel free to comment and I'll make more videos about allowing versus attracting. But remember, you are in constant law of attraction all day, every day. But actually, go check out my other video that I'm making on boundaries. Where we are in the world of boundaries, do not shame yourself for not having strong boundaries. I'll explain why we don't have strong boundaries and how important they are and how healthy boundaries are so connected with self-love and acceptance. So you can go check out that video. And if you're ready for owning projections and stuff like that, go check out my video on projections. Okay, love you guys. You do not attract, you allow. Don't forget to like, and if you haven't already, subscribe.